There we go. Okay, so for those who don't know me, my name is Sam, Sam Gibson. I'm just like an executive consultant. I started doing this kind of part-time. I still have another like full-time job that I do, but I'm trying to make this more full-time. So I'm kind of doing two full-time jobs, I guess you could say. Um, Jody had asked what people wanted trainings on, and a lot of people said Disney, but no agent really wanted to kind of jump in and do it. So that's where I come in, kind of taking one for the team, if you will. But mainly because I have grown up Disney. I am such a Disney fanatic. I don't even have like school age kids, and I still have like every Disney movie. I even go to the Disney movies when they come out. No, I have not signed up to Disney Plus yet. I'm old school. I don't like all this new streaming stuff, but I guess I gotta get with the times. But anywho, I guess we're getting on to the training. Okay. Um, if you would, I kind of open up the chat so you can. I understand, John. That's why I'm recording it. So if you don't get it all the way, it should be posted in the Discord. Who doesn't love Disney? I mean, it's awesome, especially if you grew up with it. I remember taking my mom. We took my mom, I think, for one of her birthdays, and she was like, I think it was her 60th or 62nd, something like that. And she had never been to Disney World, and as soon as she walked in and saw the castle, like she just started crying. I was like, oh, it's gonna be one of those days. But it was awesome because getting to do that for her, like it was phenomenal. It's just one of those feelings. If you have any questions as I'm going through, oh, thanks, Stephanie. If you have any questions, just put them in the chat. I'm going to try to kind of get through this. I know we just did the training calendar for November, and we are all booked up, it looks like, for the month with lots of training. So I'm trying to keep this within the hour. I could go on like all day. I could probably do an 8-hour thing on this, but we got to cut it to an hour. So bear with me. I'm trying to find my share screen. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen here. And which one am I going to do? I guess we'll start with that one. Okay, I'm going to back up just for a second because I want to show you. Everybody signed up with Discord, should be, I think, probably. That's usually like the first thing they do when they sign you on as an agent is they make you sign up in this long chat, and make sure you turn off your notifications because otherwise it'll get blown up all day long. But over here in Discord on the side, there's all this list right here. If you scroll down right here, it's going to have training videos. If you click on that, if my internet wants to cooperate, great. I don't know. These are where all of our recorded trainings are going to be. So anytime like Jody will post a new agent recording or anything like that, this is where you're going to find it. You just scroll over here on this side, this little left column, and you're going to find training videos. Click on that and it'll pull up all these different training videos. I know everybody has weird schedules. I know I do. I don't get a lot of the evening trainings and stuff because I work overnights at my other job. And so I'm usually sleeping from like 4 o'clock to 10 o'clock. And a lot of the good ones are between like 5 and 6 or 5 and 8 and stuff like that. So this is where I go to find any of the trainings that I might have missed. But if you scroll all the way up, and they have all different ones. This one right here, I highly recommend watching that one. That kind of gets you motivated. Sierra is awesome. Like she's kind of our little cheerleader. She gets everybody motivated. And then these are going to be the Disney trainings that I've done. This is an overview. This is kind of going to go through everything that they have to offer. That's my Keep It Simples on Mondays. This right here is going to be how to book and do reservations, pull up reservations with Disney. I'm just showing you this because I've already done some videos and trainings on them. So if there's certain questions that you might have, might want to check some of these out, they might be answered in there. And if not, you can always contact me. I have no problem doing one-on-ones. I have no problem answering questions. Feel free. I am an open book. I will help you through it. This right here, because you can build up your little mini site. But yeah, it just kind of goes through. I've done quite a few. So I think I started the Disney training, I want to say September. So I've kind of been doing it every Wednesday through the month. So I'm trying to keep it that way as long as I need to. But yeah, so I just wanted to show you guys, go through your Discord, and that's where you're going to find your training videos. Okay, so now let's get to Disney. This is going, well, actually, it's not. Let me see here. I'm going to go ahead and sign me out because I want to see, I want you guys to see like what the actual. There it goes. Okay. When you first go to the Disney travel agents, this is what the beginning page is going to look like. If you haven't registered with them yet, you're going to click on this to create a new account. And then it's just going to ask you, it's going to go through all the information. You're putting all your information in. And then once you hit create account, I believe it might ask you on the next page or something is where it might ask for your like IATA number or your consortia. That is going to be the Archer 0582, hold on, 058244840 is Archer's IATA number. So if anytime it asks you for an IATA number or ITAN, that's what it's going to be. It's going to be Archer's. If it asks you for, I think it's like a travel consortia, we usually do it under Travel Leaders Network, I believe is the one. Okay. So now that we've got you signed in, you created your account, sign in. I love the autofill. That's one good thing. You get all these suppliers, and I sometimes can't keep up with all the different passwords and sign-ons, so I always save them. I know they tell you not to, but I can't help it. It's easier that way. Okay. Today I just kind of wanted to go through and show you a little bit about how the commissions work. I kind of want to show you a couple different things. I was just in here. Where was I? Might be under this one. I'm going to jump to sales and marketing assistance real quick. Not quite what I was looking for. If you should need to, though, this is a good, that is a good tab. If you go under training and benefits, all the way down at the bottom, it says sales and marketing assistant. If you ever have any kind of issue or question, these are all the phone numbers right here to Disney directly. They break it down. So you do the Walt Disney World Resort, Disneyland, Disney Cruise, Adventures by Disney, and Aulani, which is their Hawaii resort. Sales support. This basically tells you everything, like how to contact them if you have any kind of questions or if you have any kind of problems. Marketing support provides like extensive online tools to help you work your mini website and things like that, brochures, digital brochures. Tells you how to update your profile once you get all that. And then, okay, but that's not quite. But I do want to show you commissions. I see a lot of questions like when you start booking or when you have clients actually wanting quotes and stuff for Disney. I see a lot of people trying to figure out the commissions for Disney. Disney it's kind of, it gets broke down. It just depends on how you book the trip. If you book it through the Disney site and you do it all together, the resort, the tickets, the whole, everything through the actual Disney site, then you can lump that whole commission and it'll just be like one lump commission. However, the last Disney, I kind of pieced it together. You will find sometimes that sometimes through the Disney site, one of their resorts that a client is looking for may not be available. However, if you go through, like, say, Pleasant Holidays or Bax or another supplier, sometimes they'll have that resort available and you can book it through them. And then if you get the tickets from another place, trying to piece all the commission together. But if you do the tickets through Disney and you don't do it, like, package it with a with a resort or anything else, then that's where it kind of breaks down the commissions. You cannot make commissions on any tickets 3 days or less. They have to be 3-day tickets or longer to get commissions on them. You can get commission for any of the special events. I booked a client for the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Bash, and I was able to get commission for those. But it does break it down here. So I can't really say, like, oh, you get 10% or you get 15%. It doesn't really do it that way. So right here is how you're going to calculate the commission for ticket. I'm not going to read it step by step, but you can read it. It just basically, it tells you, like, step 1, you're going to take the total pre-tax amount, and then step 2 divided by 100, and then step 3 you multiply it by a percentage amount, and it'll give you, it's got a commission list on how the percentages work. Like down here, it shows the example. And it's different depending on what you book to. So, like, right here, Disneyland Resort Commission Policy, that's a little bit different. So it states it here and tells you right here to click to find out the commission payments on Disneyland. And then it breaks it down again. Commissions for the Disney Cruise Line is a little bit different. So each of them have their own, like, commission, I guess, tier. So it's not just kind of a simple one and done thing. So I just really wanted to show you guys that. And once you get it, like, if you do happen to get tickets and you have any kind of questions, you can always call the Disney Resort or, Disney World. You can call one of their support cast members or get a hold of me, and I'll help you figure out what your commission would be to submit your form to Archer. Whichever it is, they pay out pretty good. It's Disney. They can afford it. Okay. This right here is just going to be your Agent Central. This is showing, like, once you complete the Disney College of Knowledge, there's different benefits and stuff. So this is where you find out your benefits. That's if you need to do that. All right. I got through that. There was something else. I was going through the resources because that's where a lot of the information is. This right here, yeah, I think it was this. This right here is going to tell you about the My Disney experience. This one is under destinations, and if you go down to resources, it gives you the park hours, gives you dining options for dining meal plans, things like that. And then this My Disney experience, that is something that they have started. I want to say they kind of started it kind of with the whole COVID thing. So what it is it's just an app that once you book your client's vacation or your own, you want to download the My Disney Experience app. What that does is that will then you get your tickets, your reservations, your dining, you can do all of that stuff from that app. And when they buy their tickets now, because of COVID, they have to make sure that they reserve the dates that are on their tickets. Just because you purchased the ticket for that day does not mean that you're going to get in for that day. You have to do both. And through the My Disney Experience is where they're going to reserve their date. Basically, they did that because with the whole COVID restrictions and stuff, it helps them keep track of how many people they have inside the park at all times. So that's kind of why they did it. And then they've just added everything to it. So let's see. Okay, this is showing like the updates and things. I kind of check this. I usually check it maybe probably weekly just to see if anything's, updated or changed or any new restrictions or anything lifted. This one it basically says that the Fast Pass Plus service has been retired. And now they're doing it through the My Disney Experience. I don't know if you guys have heard about the magic bands. They used to be complimentary. That was up until I want to say December of 2020. Now they can purchase them. It says they will have the option to purchase magic bands. Still pretty much does everything that it did before. It's just that now they're not complimentary anymore when you book the resort stuff. But you can still use it. They use it as like a key entry to the rooms. They use it for credit card, to pay for their meals. You can unlock the doors, enter theme and water parks with theme park admission, and connect the photo pass to it too. And they also have like all these different kind of like it's kind of like the fit bands or the fit watches, or how they have all the different bands that you can order for them and accessorize them a little bit. The magic band does the same thing. So if you clicked here, it would give you a whole bunch of different options that you could order, so your clients can customize their magic band. And I always do this for my clients. Any kind of tips that I can give my clients. One of them is definitely weather related. If they happen to go to Florida to the Disney World Resort, always, always, always recommend, no matter what time of the year it is, that they take a poncho or an umbrella, and make sure that the time may have changed, but there's usually going to be about 20 to 40 minutes of like a downpour of rain, and then it'll clear up and it'll be fine. But I always recommend that they take like a poncho or an umbrella, or make sure that when it starts sprinkling that they have a place to get inside, and just wait it out. But that's Florida. Especially during the summertime, it's like clockwork. Every single day they have like a downpour for about 20 to 40 minutes, and then it's all fine again. So I always make sure to, like travel tips, any kind of weather related tips, things like that. Okay. I'm just checking the chat because I want to make sure I'm keeping up with everybody. John, the price on what? Ooh, that's actually what I was kind of trying to find. Let me see. I don't think they're like really that expensive. If my internet will cooperate. Yep. Now my other phone is Come on. I do apologize. We actually have, it looks like rain coming through sometime. And so anytime there's like rain or storm clouds or anything, my internet decides it wants to go ever so slow. Bear with me. I'm going to find it. All right, try this again. It's like, I know this is for the accessories, but come on. Don't fail me now. Okay, this is just for like the band, like the accessory part for the band. It looks like you can order these, and I'm assuming that is the amount for that much. So it'd be like $270 each for certain accessories. They have slider options, custom logos, different colors. You can put company name on there. Oh, that's the billing information, shipping information. But like I said, that's not for the actual Magic Bands. So when in doubt, Google is our best. Don't be afraid to search anything. Google tends to be our best friend for a lot of things. It's kind of how a lot of agents will find certain flights. You can Google flights and find the one you're looking for, and then go to like one of our suppliers and type in the specific information for that flight. So we're going to check out just how much they are going to go for. Looks like they're starting out about $34.99, and it goes up from there depending on, I guess, the band is what it's looking like. Yeah. That's good to know. See, I learned something today too. That's why I love doing it. So yeah, and then they have all kinds of different, from Coco to Hades to, I mean, it just depends on what you want. So yeah, they'll probably end up ordering these from the shopdisney.com. You probably can get them like once they get on site, like to the resorts and stuff. I'm sure that they sell them at the Walt Disney World store, and a lot of the gift shops around the resorts and the theme parks, along with all the accessories. Where was I? And the other good thing about this one is the Memory Maker. If you guys have not experienced the Memory Maker, let me see. I'm gonna see real quick if I can try. I'm gonna figure out how to do this. I think I still have it on my Facebook page. This was actually when I first announced that I was now a travel agent. I used to work at Walmart. I was an assistant manager, worked for Walmart for 20 years. And so when I announced that I was now a travel agent, a lot of my Walmart, I guess, connections started contacting me. And the very first one I did, oh, no, I don't have it under that. Switch mic. But one of my colleagues that I had worked with, the very first thing she wanted was a Disney World trip, vacation for her family of 5. So very first Disney booking, pretty much my very first booking period. So I was pretty nervous about it. Sorry, I'm having to go through my, okay. I wanted to show you this because this, I ended up getting them the Magic Maker. I got them a resort that they wanted with an actual view off their balcony of Epcot. And the Halloween, they did the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Bash. And these were some of the photos. Oh. I knew that was gonna happen. My husband works out of town. He always decides to call me when I'm in the middle. Okay, here's one. When you get the memory maker or the Magic Maker memory maker for Disney, this is what it does. They take the pictures, they have a cast member that's going to kind of follow you around, or anytime there's a photo op, and they add all these little magical moments in it. So they have them all kind of staged, and then they put it like a flaming pumpkin in her hands.
I believe also, sorry, Sam. I think also if you get the fast passes that you use now, the fast passes that they use now, they're included. So like you can just walk around to the photographers and scan your ticket and they'll do it for you.
Yep, and that's all included in that My Disney experience, because the fast pass they got rid of the fast pass.
Yeah.
But yeah, through the Disney experience app, that's how they do all that. And I think it's a Genie Plus now.
Yeah, and does each person have to buy that, right? For each day.
I think it goes by your group. So like when you sign up for the Disney experience, the My Disney experience, you have to link all the tickets. So say like this family of 5, they had 5 tickets and they all had to actually link them to a specific name of their party. And so once they do that, I'm pretty sure that everybody that is included in that, in that group, they all get it at the same time. It's per day.
Okay, gotcha.
I believe that's how that is working now. I don't think you have to get like one for each individual. I think it's per how, the tickets and the grouping that you group it on My Disney experience.
Yeah, because I know when they changed that, it was a little tricky to figure out,
Yeah. And it still is
charging each person, or is it one person? Is it the group?
Right. It's because it's all through the My Disney app or the Disney Experience app now. Like you can't even buy the Genie Plus until you sign up and you get all your, like you get your tickets assigned and you get your reservations assigned and everything, and then you can purchase the Genie Plus.
Gotcha.
And you cannot do it before you get, like you actually get the tickets and I think I actually read, let me go back. Hold on 1 second. Let me get through this real quick. And then I'll go back to where it talks about the Genie Plus, because I'm pretty sure that's what I read.
Well, we were just in Disneyland, and I'm pretty sure that you couldn't make reservations for a ride until you were actually in the park. Like it had to be the same day in the park. All the tickets had to be connected to one person's account, and you had to scan it all together.
Yep. Yeah, and Disneyland is a little bit different because Disney World's been doing theirs for a little bit now. But Disneyland is just now like kind of catching up. Because they were under COVID restrictions for a lot longer. It's California, so their laws and everything are a little different. So they just opened up. Oh, I forget what that was. I read so much like every day, it's hard to remember exactly which one I read and which one I didn't. But yeah, these are all from the Memory Maker. So if they get the Memory Maker, it just kind of enhances the photo, and it's just great because everybody is in the photo. It's not just like that one person always missing because they're the only ones taking the photo. That's usually me. Like, I'm never in my actual photos because I'm the one running around trying to get everybody else's. This is always one of my favorites where they put Tinkerbell. They did that to my mom. So it's always cool. So yeah, I highly recommend anytime, and you can get the memory maker on 1 to 2 day tickets. So if they're just going for like 1 day, you can still add the memory maker to that ticket. And I just highly recommend it because it is definitely, a lot of people save up like, life savings sometimes to make this one trip to Disney. And so you want to make it as magical and as memorable for them as possible. It's Disney World. You got to make it memorable. Okay, so now I'm going to go back. Trying to remember where I saw about the Genie Plus. Because it was in. Like I said, the Genie Plus, I'm still hearing kind of mixed reviews on it. I'm in a lot of groups, and sometimes I don't know. I think it might depend on what Disney has going on too, because if they're like really crowded because it's some special event or some special season, then I'm hearing that they're not really worth it because you're waiting in line just about as long as anybody else. But I think it's just kinks because it's something that they've not had for very long. Oh, where did I see this? Bear with me, guys. I'm trying to remember exactly where I had seen it. Okay, yeah, those are just park hours. Um, maybe. We're gonna check here real quick. This right here too, this is where you're gonna find all your featured offers. Like Disney Plus subscribers, they've got a lot of offers and special things going on for Disney Plus. And military, and maybe that's what it was. I think Disneyland just opened it up for California residents or something. Like they opened up the resident. That might have been. Oh, where? Go back here. Well, like I said, when in doubt. I know it's on that site. I did it in another one of my training videos, but for some reason, I'm just having like a really brain fart and I cannot think of where exactly. There we go. No, I don't. Come on, come on, come on. We were doing so good. Well, there is a little short video on it. Where does it say? Okay. It says right here, if you tap into Disney Genie service and Disney Genie Plus service conveniently built into the My Disney Experience mobile app. Once you log into your Disney account, these services magically make your theme park visit easier and more fun. So I'm pretty sure that as soon as you get everything, like you download the app, I think with Disney World, you can go ahead and get the Disney Plus or the Genie Plus. Where's it at? So that's just saying, this is basically telling you that it, personalized daily itinerary. It'll let you know the lines. Yeah, including dining reservations, hotel reservations, activity bookings, things like that. Lightning lane entrances. Says some lightning lane entrances are offered through Disney Genie Plus. Other lightning lane entrances may be purchased individually, kind of a la carte. You can buy either. It says either or both options. Learn more about lightning lane entrances. And this is a custom tip board. Your very own map. Okay, there it is. Come on, come on. That was a very good question. So that's why I'm trying to get it on here, because Disney, yeah, the Genie Plus is kind of like the fast pass now. And it does tell you here that as far as the prices, you would have to check it on my Disney Experience app for today's pricing, because prices vary by date. And the way to purchase it is going to be have your valid Disney theme park ticket and your Disney Park Pass reservation. And then from the main menu in the My Disney Experience mobile app, select My Disney Genie Day. Select the My Day tab, then tap Get Disney Genie Plus for today. So it has to be, it'll be for whatever day that their tickets and reservations are for. And then that's when they can purchase the Genie app for it, or the Genie Plus for it. But they have to do it. They can't do it before. They have to do it like as soon as they have the booking, and as soon as they do the My Disney app, then it'll give them, like, it may, depending on when their trip is, it may delay it until it gets closer, and then it'll open up for them to be able to purchase it. So I hope that kind of answers a little bit. And it does say service attractions and experiences may vary by date, are subject to change or closure, limited in availability, and are not guaranteed, and may not be available at all on the date of visit or at the time you make a selection. So it's kind of one of those things, like, I don't know if you've been to Disney and you know it, you can kind of guide your clients as to which rides to get at what times. I've been to Disney World like a bunch of times. Haven't been, I think the last time I went or got down there was 2018, right before the whole COVID, everything happened. And the lines really were not that bad. We ended up riding some of the rides like 4 or 5 times in a row. And we didn't get any of the fast passes or anything like that. We just kind of went leisurely, went through the park. And I don't know, we kind of started backwards. Like, if you notice when you go into the park, if you get there right first thing in the morning, if you watch where everybody is headed, go the other way, because then you'll go up the back way, and while everybody is starting to get busy on these ones, it's not so busy on the main attractions. So that's one of the recommendations I always give my clients when doing a theme park. Instead of doing, from the entrance and going to the right and, working your way around, try going backwards. Because you'll get in and out of a lot of attractions that way, because everybody else is flooding certain ones on this side. That's just one of those little tidbits that I've learned. Doesn't necessarily work all the time, but for the most part it has, and we've gotten through lines like really, really quick. Like I said, we took our grandson and he rode, oh my goodness, I think we did the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, I know at least 5 times, like back to back. Like we just get off the ride, walk around, and get right back on it. So it's just a matter of how you navigate the parks. And the other thing too is if you know like where the good fireworks displays and stuff are, if you happen to know a good spot to tell them to go and like about the time to tell them to be there, that's another plus. I know at Cinderella's Castle, if you try to wait until like right when the fireworks are about to start, it's very impossible to get a good spot up close or, far enough or whatever without a bunch of people in your way. But if you get there early enough, you can get a really good spot. You can stake your claim, hang out for a little bit, and it'll be like the best, most spectacular fireworks show you've ever seen. Okay. So, are there any questions on kind of anything I went over today? If not, I'm going to stop the recording and then I will open it up for like general Q&A. Yep, I got about 15 minutes, so we are on schedule. All right, guys, not seeing anybody else at the moment. So I'm going to stop the recording and we will open it up for Q&A. Oh, where's my card? As soon as I figure out where my buttons are. If my tab wants to work right. Yeah. Oops, that wasn't right. There it is. Now I got it. Stop recording.